Hello, welcome to our third lesson on volume of solid shapes. In this lesson, we are looking at the volume of a cuboid. We are going to learn how to derive the equation for finding the volume of a cuboid. Then we use this equation to solve problems on the volume of a cuboid. But before that, let's revise what we learned in our previous lesson. In our previous lesson, we learned that the volume of any solid shape is given by multiplying the area of its base by its perpendicular height. Now, for the purpose of this lesson, we also have to remember the equation for finding the area of a rectangle. Okay? I'm sure you have remembered that the area of a rectangle is given by multiplying its length by its breadth. Now let's look at how we can derive the equation for finding the volume of a cuboid. As we just revised, the volume of any solid shape is given by area of base times perpendicular height. For a cuboid, its base is a rectangle. Okay, so where we have area of base, we can replace it with area of rectangle. Now, we also revise that the area of a rectangle is given by multiplying the length by the breadth. So we can also replace the area of rectangle here by length times breadth. Then we multiply by the perpendicular height to get the volume of the cuboid. So in effect, the volume of a cuboid is given by multiplying the length by the breadth and by the height. Okay, I'm sure you are very okay with this explanation. Now let's look at some problems. As you can see on the screen, we have a cuboid with dimensions 10 centimeters, 3 centimeters, and 5 centimeters. We have to find the volume of this cuboid. So we can all see that the height of the cuboid is 10 centimeters, the width is 3 centimeters, and the height is 5 centimeters. And we just derived that the volume of a cuboid is given by multiplying the length, breadth, and the height. Okay. Now, since we have the values of the length, breadth, and height, let's substitute them into the equation. And that's giving us volume equals 10 times 3 times 5. When we multiply this carefully, we are getting volume is equal to 150 cubic centimeters. Now, this means that the volume of the cuboid here is 150 cubic centimeters. Let's look at our second example. Find the volume of a cuboid of size 15 meters by 12 meters by 3 meters. Now, the first thing that we need to do here is to take the equation of finding the volume of a cuboid. And this is volume equals length times breadth times height. Since the dimensions have not been specified here, we just substitute them into our equation. And we are getting volume equals 15 times 12 times 3. When we multiply these three numbers carefully, you'll be getting 540 cubic meters. And that means that the volume of this particular cuboid with dimension 15 meters by 12 meters by 3 meters is 540 cubic meters.